everyone, and welcome back to another speed paint video. I am Musical Art, and today I'll be doing a speed paint of Miya Chinen from Sk8 the Infinity. So the main goal of this piece was to have a more dynamic pose with more movement. So that's why I have that curve up there as guidelines to help have a more dynamic body, which is why I made that little adjustment there. It was kind of quick because you could go back, but I made some adjustments after drawing some guidelines to make sure it have this curved dynamic feel. Sorry about that ending. Thought someone came in while I was recording. So now I'm just working on some basic shapes. I think I tend to use my old method of basic shapes to help me get the basic proportions in or locate where the torso or upper body is. Then I use this triangle and sticks and muscle kind of figure to figure out some more details, but I'd still consider them basic shapes. So it's a bit hard to get those flaps, those rounded edges on the skateboard. As we can see, the angle doesn't look quite right, but I try and adjust that later. Alright, and now we're just getting into the details. So like normal protocol, just drawing in some clothes for our character here. So there's actually a screenshot or a screen cap of Miya doing this similar pose over here from, don't remember which episode, but this is what kind of inspired me to draw this piece. So I used the folds that they had there, and if they made sense, I kept them, and indeed they did. So I used the folds that they had there and added some more details, and we're almost done our basic sketch. Just gonna interject real quick over here since we're still doing the little detail sketch on Miya with his hair. I really love the way his character is written and how his whole issue with having friends and having people he can trust without leaving him, and how he said that to Reki even though Reki said he would be there for him and he wasn't. Anyways, I like how he helps people's lives. Doing some quick designs on where Miya's little cats would be on his skateboard, which, by the way, who in Sk8 the Infinity's board do you guys like the most? I personally love Chitty's the best, just the technology in it. Anyway, so adding in some clouds here for the background, and now I moved this photo into Autodesk Sketchbook, made some adjustments, and now we're starting with the line art. So this is typical protocol, just for anyone new to digital art. It's kind of like tracing over what you had before, just so it's like your outline of a painting, for example. So we're just doing the line art there with some different brushes that one of them is not pressure sensitive, but speed sensitive. And here I start to draw Miya's little cat on his skateboard. So I'm drawing the individual designs up between his legs. As we can see, I think he has 3 different cat designs besides the one in the middle. We got blue and white, red and yellow, and white and yellow, I believe. So after drawing all of those, I use a duplicate layer and put them throughout the board, and I actually duplicate and then merge those, and I duplicated the upper part of the skateboard design and moved it down below, so I didn't actually have to draw all of that a million times. Alright, so we got those base colors in. Coloring in this part of the board was really hectic. It was really hard to get in all those lines and make sure there weren't any random pixels of background sticking out. Also realized halfway through that a lot of the cats would it would be the blue one next to the blue one instead of blue, yellow, red on his skateboard. But I realized, you know what? It's probably gonna be okay. Or probably when someone looks at my piece, the first thing they're gonna say to me is not gonna be, "Hey, why is this board like that?" So I'm hoping at least that you guys didn't notice it when you first looked at the piece. So I added in some more details, such as the little stripe pattern on his arm and the orange on his socks. As well, right now I'm working on the hair. Every single time I do a piece, I always color my hair differently. I want it to be more flowy and less blocky, but it always ends up just being different than everything else. That's why my bio on my Instagram account is consistently inconsistent. It's actually what one of my math teachers used to say to me in high school. So yeah, that's the backstory behind that. Anyways, let's see, where are we now? Well, we see there, we're just adding some darker shadows to try and have more contrast between the piece, and since the light, we can picture it coming in from the left onto Miya. That's why that whole part on his, if you're looking at your screen, the right of him is a bit darker green. That's why I decided to do that. adding in some like pockets that I kind of forgot, and here I'm playing around with some layers with some tips I saw on TikTok actually on how to make your character blend in more with your background. But then I realized, hey, I don't really want him to blend in here. I want him to pop out of the sky because me is just super cool like that. Try to add some more blues in the background without it being too overwhelming because the sky is not just one color. And I think with that, filling in some more details like shadows on the board, writing in his name, and we are done the piece. Thanks for watching!